been running a lot of Pro Formula recently to practice that car. As you may have known from my other videos, I bought one of these in real life recently. I haven't taken it to a track yet, but I've been practicing. Set up my controls in the simulator to be similar to the controls in the car. Like I use the sequential shifter there on the side rather than the pedal shifters, etc. Trying to use the clutch appropriately, which isn't really a lot in this car in real life, mostly just to take off. After that you shift without the clutch mostly. So you may have seen in my previous videos I've been trying to figure out ways I can try this car out on a real track. There's some potential ways there in taking classes and getting on track days, etc. Turns out I'm also pretty damn lucky in that my neighbor actually has a Mazda MX-5 racing team and is a member of a local track. I think it's a members only track, so he has access to that and he can take me there in the car and we can try it on the track, which is going to be amazing. I think I might still get the racing license, go for that. It'll get me some more experience, I think, driving racing cars, but more importantly it may give me access to more tracks with the car. In particular, if I do have an SCCA license, some of the track day organizations will let me on that track without getting first coaching from one of their coaches, which is important because this car has only one seat and there's no room for a coach unless they want to sit on the rear wing, which is probably not going to happen. So anyway, did some work on the car today and also fired up the engine for the first time since I bought it. Seller of course fired it up for me so I can see that it actually ran. But today I fired it up myself. It was an experience in on itself. You'll hear it. There's a short video at the end of this where I actually fire up the engine. You can hear it. Keep in mind though that it's made from a cell phone camera and it does auto adjust the volume, so not I guess to burst eardrums or whatever it can actually consume. So although the sound is somewhat accurate, it is of course much lower than it is in real life. This thing it's loud, it's a beast. It sounds like an 1100-pound angry kitten. Purrs pretty much exactly as I'd imagine something like that would. But yeah, so maybe in a few weeks I'll actually do a video from the real track. But before I do that, I think I'll need a lot more practice in iRacing on the Pro Mazda. That car, it's a handful. I've driven most open wheel cars in simulators, iRacing, and other simulators. And this one is it's harder than most to drive. The line between control and absolutely no control at all seems to be very, very thin in this car. Specifically, it is loose, and it wants to break out that rear end. So not a lot of downforce, I think, in this car, even though it's got its fair share of wings. Anyway, I want to get all of that out of my system before I get to the actual track. Of course, I'm going to go slow and careful there, much more so in the sim, because if I crash on the track, that's going to cost a ton of money and potentially damage myself, which I don't want to do. In the simulator though, I can do it 10 times a day while enjoying a good cup of coffee, so not a big deal there. Anyway, thanks for watching, and you'll see and hear me run the engine here in a few seconds in the video, and then you can enjoy some more crashes in the simulator. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day. Oh, by the way, don't forget to hit the like button.
God, that sounds amazing. It tickles my ears, tickles my heart.
Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to kick mains.